this week's episode of AMA Friday with Amy Miller, Recruiting in Yoga Pants. All right, y'all, this week I want to talk about years of experience, specifically how it impacts your offer negotiation. It doesn't. That's it. That's the video. We can all go home now. I'm just kidding. Okay, no, I'm gonna explain why. I did promise my new friend Barry that I was gonna work on making the videos a little, shorter and better. But I think this is an interesting one because when this gentleman asked me about this, I realized that I get this all the time from my candidates. All the time when my candidates try to negotiate, they usually will come to me with, based on my X years of experience in the industry, based on my time based on my experience doing this thing for this many years, look, this may come as a surprise, but we already knew that about you. Okay, this is the thing that I'm playing a little. I'm having a little fun with it here. I'm not trying to be rude about it, but no, it's interesting, and it actually just hit me when I was having this conversation with this gentleman that we don't really talk about this. Let's talk about it. Here's why it doesn't matter, y'all. Like I said, we already know this about you. By the time you are through the interview process and you are getting an offer, I guarantee you, we are completely certain about the number of years you've been in the industry and about the amazing superpowers that you're bringing to us. We know this. We learned these things through the interview process. There is no new information about your background that you can give to us at the offer stage that is going to impact the offer. We've seen your resume. We've asked you a bunch of questions. We've maybe had you do an assessment or two or write some code or something else. And we've decided that we want to hire you. You don't have to impress us anymore. We're good. We got it. We love you. We think you're really pretty and we really want you to come work here. Okay? Years of experience has nothing to do with that conversation. Here's what does impact your offer. Okay? Here is the new information that you could share with us that can impact your offer. Your expectations. First and foremost, okay, that is we do not, and I'm obviously coming from a US based perspective, but with the rise of states that have prohibited us from asking about current comp, things like that, which I never liked anyway, to be honest, but most US based companies have just a blanket rule that we do not ask for current compensation. We don't want to know, we don't factor it in, we don't care, doesn't matter. We do, however, care about your expectations. So your yes number, what you are willing to accept to do this job, that matters greatly to me. The second thing that may have an effect on your offer is competing offers. Companies don't like to lose. Okay. Now I will tell you, I'm gonna give you a dirty little secret here. No idea if it's still like this, okay? I've been gone from Google for a few years now, but I will tell you, when I was at Google, they didn't let Facebook beat them very often. And Facebook pays pretty well from what I've seen and heard. So if you had an offer from Facebook and you were willing to share that official offer with Google's compensation team, there was a good possibility that they would match it, even if it was outside of kind of the normal range, things like that. I always found this to be very strange personally. I mean, I might be getting myself in trouble here by sharing that with you, but I don't work there, so whatever. But I do remember that being a thing and thinking, that's a weird flex, but okay. So your expectations, your competing offers are two things that can impact your final offer. Here's the thing though, okay? Offers are made based on a handful of factors. I've talked about this numerous times over the last year or so that I've been making these videos, and it does matter the role, the job family, and the level. Those are the things that we look at, and that's what creates the compensation range. So if I plug into my comp tool, I'm hiring a software engineer at a level 5, and they're in Seattle. Oh yeah, location too. And they're in Seattle. It's basically going to spit out, or comp is going to give me, here's the numbers, here's the target offer, here's the midpoint or whatever. So we look at those things. Did y'all hear anything about years of experience there? Because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Years of experience can be a factor early on when you're first applying to a role. Do I have enough years of experience to meet the basic qualifications? When you're going through the interview process, we want to make sure we're kind of early, mapping you to the right level. So we're putting you through the right interview and asking the right questions. But once those decisions are made, and we've said, yeah, this person's qualified for this role, this is the right level, this is the right job family, that's what determines the offer, not your years of experience. Okay? I know that might come as a surprise to you, and I'm just, waiting to hear somebody disagree with me. But in 22 years, y'all, I've made thousands of offers. Thousands of offers. Not one offer has ever been impacted positively or negatively because of a candidate's years of experience. It just is not a thing anywhere I've ever worked. Early in the process, it is a factor. We think about that, we take it into consideration. But by the time you've gone through the interview process, those deals, those data points are locked. Okay? I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with a very specific example when years of experience didn't mean shit when it came time to offer, okay? Once upon a time, this little redheaded girl wanted to be a recruiter at Microsoft, okay? And she had a friend that worked there, and through the course of conversation, she was invited to interview, and they made her an offer, and it was really great. She was really excited, and then she realized that even though she had over a decade in the industry and was a really, really good recruiter, she was offered a role and level that was one band above college hires. Our little redheaded recruiter was a little salty about that at first. But thankfully, she's not a complete dumbass and got over it pretty quickly and accepted the offer. And look at her now, making YouTube videos for you all. That's right, that little ginger was me. So I just want to leave you all with that. Okay, years of experience, again, can be a factor early on in the process. We do want to make the right judgment calls, the right scope of work, the right level, the right kind of position. But once we have vetted all of that through the interview process and we want to make you an offer, it is no longer a factor, okay? So I hope that helps y'all. If you have not already received the salary FAQs, go get them. Sherman's standing by, ready to send it to you. Amy@recruitinginyogapants.com, salary FAQs. Sherman will send you an email, and I will see you next week.